I thought it would be appropriate, since I'm done buying packs, to give you a final Gold Legend wrap-up. I've gotten 11 new guys since putting out my previous video where I had my 55 Gold Legend collections, and that means I've got 66 guys now. That's a pretty big collection. There's only 80 Gold Legends available in this mode, so getting 66 of them, especially with all the good ones I've got, took a lot of time and a lot of farming. But let's look at the new guys in detail. We got Bill Russell here, the second highest rated player in a game. Great defensive guy. And looking at his ratings, shot inside is really high, but you're not going to really score a lot of points with post moves or anything like that. But the defense is 99 in low post, block is 99, steal is 72. 99s for both rebound categories, 78, which is really high for a center, with 95 stamina. Everything about this guy is just, screams intelligence and defense. I really like using him, and if you've seen my other videos, you'll know I've been experimenting with all the different ways I can use him. I'm probably going to get a triple-double with him very soon. Just fast-forwarding, David Robinson actually got this guy within about 5 minutes of getting Bill Russell. And you can see he's got lockdown defender, post proficiency, and finisher on him. Those are great signature skills for him. You can see that he scores pretty well anywhere inside the arc, and his hot zones take him all the way out to the three-point line in the center of the court, which is pretty cool. The problem with David Robinson is going to be his stamina. You can see his rebounding stats are really high. His stamina is only an 80. While that's a large number, it's actually really low for 2K standards, and he can only play about 2.5 to 3 minutes a quarter tops. Awareness is there. This guy is probably almost as good as Hakeem. I'm sure there's minimal drop off. That 96 post fadeaway is money, and I use it a lot. So going through, looking at some of the other Gold Legends I've gotten, I'm going to come out with a pack opening video fairly shortly, explain everything about, pack opening techniques and tactics. I've already had one where I've touched on it, but I'll go into more detail on that in the future. All right, Gary Payton, GP. This is the last guy I got and the last Gold Legend I'm probably getting for this year. So looking at him in detail, you can see he's got good scoring close to the hoop, but his mid-range is actually not as high as you'd expect. And he can get a three-pointer every once in a while. His hot zones are all on the left side of the court. Layup is 90. That's really awesome. With a 90 pass, which is why he starts for me, and then 99 steal. 92 speed and 92 stamina help round everything out. Great defensive awareness as you would expect. And on-ball defense, 99. That's why I'm going to use him, 6'4". So those are the really good guys that I've gotten. Here's another good one. I've only played a couple of games with him. He's a total beast, but since I've got all the great power forwards in the game, I have a hard time justifying using him, and that's Terry Cummings. I'm not going to make any jokes about it. You can go on the forums and read them yourself, but you can see all the way out to mid-range for a power forward. He's got really good shooting rating, and this guy will throw it down on top of everybody. His dunk animations are pretty fantastic. He's a joy to use. Rebounding stats are only in the 80s, but if you play with him, you'll see that he plays above those ratings, and that's because of his 87 vertical, and the strength is pretty well as well. So shooting traffic, 92, that's really good, especially for a guy of his size. And if you've got this guy, give him a shot. It's fun to use. Looks a little weird, though. Sometimes I think it's Charles Barkley out there. That's what I envision. Jerry Lucas, this is another really good guy. I actually got him twice the same day. And I consider one of the rare legends, not like, upper echelon like Mitch Richmond AI rare, but definitely a rare guy. And this guy has great rebounding ability, pretty good passing ability, and, a three-point shot, which is what I don't have on most of my other power forwards. So I've used him a couple times to stretch the floor. 75 pass, that's really good. Offensive and defensive rebound of 90 and 92. Stamina of 95, so you can leave this guy on the court pretty much all game. And don't expect him to play a lot of defense for you because his on ball is at 50. And looking at his, let's go back here to low post defense, 77. That's actually pretty horrific for a guy that you're going to go up against, like, Jordan and Melo and all that. So he's got some limitations, but definitely a fun guy to use. And I'll play some more games with him and give them to you. Going through the rest of my collection, these guys are really exciting to play with, and there's a few that I haven't given a shot. I may work them into the game in the later stages. I know somebody on one of the forums asked me to use Pistol Pete. A lot of people want him, and they consider him a gold legend, so I'll do that, and I'll make some Pistol Pete videos for you guys. Michael Cooper. Now, you've watched my videos, you know that I love using this guy. The guy is the perfect combination. I don't know why his ratings are only 82 overall, because he has an alley-oop rating better than anyone else, and he's got a three-point shot with three-point hot zones. So that's the terrific combination. And to top it all off, he plays great on-ball defense. He's perfect for my backcourt. See the 84 dunk there. Going to some of his other stats. 88 speed. Passing for him is terrible, though. Shoot-off dribbles, only an 83. So you're not going to really do any fancy moves and get open space with him. But he can knock down a standstill shot. On-ball defense of 98, and that's awesome. Looking at some of the other guys, I've had these dudes for a while. Otis Thorpe, I think he's a new addition to my collection. I've pretty much had a heart attack the 2 times I've gotten this guy lately, and it's because I thought it was Hakeem. So I'm probably not going to use him. I know some people have used him. I've played against him. He's actually not that bad. Plays really well around the basket, gets those rebounds. I don't know why, because his rebounding stats are only 90s, and I've got guys with high rebound stats that go up against him, but he still finds a way to get them. So this guy's got some hidden talent and is a good player, but not an option for me just since I have so many better options. All right, Chris Jackson. I'm not going to pronounce the real name. This guy shoots it just like Iverson. He is terrific from the mid-range. See, you got that 95 midi, and we'll look at some of the rest of his attributes here. 96 free throw. He's one of the greatest free throw shooters in history of the game, so if you need a late game free throw, consider having this guy just on your bench for that purpose only. As you can see in my previous videos, Jordans will miss some of those. Great speed and stamina, so he can definitely play a while on the court, although don't expect him to stand for the national anthem if that's something that excites you. On-ball defense is only a 75 for a point guard. Probably not the best. So I haven't used this guy in a game yet. I think I might give him a shot. Continuing through my collection here, we start getting down towards the guys at the lower end of the overall rating spectrum. There's a few more that I'm going to bring to your attention. Just going through, showing you these guys. Dennis Johnson actually got this guy the night of the previous video I made. He's just not that fantastic. Now there's another Dennis Johnson in the game who's got 95 or 96 3-point shooting. This is not the guy. You can see he's a good shooter. It's tough to get that shot off though. Really good layup. 75 steal. Speed's just not there, so right then and there he's not a guy I really like. 94 all-ball defense. And some of these guys, like Casey Jones, Dennis Johnson at the lower ends, are going to play great on-ball defense, but not much of anything else. All right, so we got Detlef Schrempf here, and I don't think I have no real compelling reason to use him. He's a good standstill knockdown shooter, just like Chris Mullin, and I don't even have a good reason to use Chris Mullin. He's got great size, 6'9", but once you start looking past the shooting ratings, everything else just kind of falls apart, and that's probably why I haven't used him yet. I've considered putting together an All-Sonics team. Now I've got the Big Four with Gary Payton, Shawn Kemp, Detlef, and Hersey Hawkins. But, that would be really the only reason I could fathom using this guy. And you see the on-ball defense is just a 69. I mean, I guess that's some kind of joke. Mark Aguirre, this guy is, average. He's got some really good post play in him and shot inside. If you like doing up and unders with your small forward, this guy can do it. Although, if you're going to do that, just go with LeBron because this guy's going to kind of embarrass you. Look at the rebounding stats just aren't that good. Speed's not really there. There's plenty of better options that you have available to you, both on the legend and the current player side. And small forward is one of the most demanding positions in this game just because there's so many good current day players that you can put there. Dennis Rodman, I haven't given this guy a try, but plenty of people I've played against have used him, and he's really good at rebounding, but the defense just isn't there. Shooting is going to be a challenge with him. Looking at his low post defense, 80, that's where he's going to spend most of his time playing. That's not that good, to be honest with you. 99 offensive and 95 defensive rebound. Good speed and stamina, so he's definitely a gamer. The vertical's an 85, and that definitely increases his rebounding tendency with that 99 hustle. But scoring with him is not going to be that easy. So we're getting towards the end of my collection here. It's not really too many people that I've yet to showcase to you, but LaFonso Ellis is one of them. He's terrible. He is, a power forward that I can't ever see using. And shooting just isn't there. Defense really isn't there. There's just not a lot of things that I want to do with him. 66 speed, so this guy's going to be in quicksand most of the game. Shot off dribble is 66. Shooting traffic's all right. But just, no real defense, and there's no real reason for me to use him. And that's pretty much a wrap. Thanks for watching my video of my Gold Legend collection. As always, if there's somebody specifically you want me to show you in this gameplay, go ahead and drop me a line, and I'll go ahead and include them. And hopefully you can see some more gameplay coming out of them, because it's fun. I have all these guys. Maybe you don't and you want to see what they're like. I will provide that video for you. Just give me a little bit of time. Thank you.